So now we're turning or switching gears and talking about the principles that govern how people interact. So far in this course or in this chapter, we've seen the first four principles that govern how individuals make decisions. But as we go about our lives, many of our decisions affect not only ourselves, but others as well. So the next three principles concern how people interact with one another, but often can be applied to economies as a whole. Okay, so whether we are talking about the U.S. economy or the local economy, the term economy would simply mean just a group of people interacting with each other. Okay, so the first principle under that category is the principle that talks about trade. That trade can make everyone better off. Okay. Now think about yourselves and you operating on a daily basis. You don't do all of your work by yourself, right? So you think about a day where you would have to grow your own food, make your own clothes, and cut your own hair. Where this cutting your own hair might actually be happening during the pandemic, but think about normal times where you grow your own food, make your own clothes, and cut your own hair. We would just have a world full of skinny, unfashionable, and poor people who are having bad hair days every day of the week. Okay, so it really becomes far more efficient for each person, right? It's more efficient for people to specialize in what they know best, okay, or in producing a good or a service. And exchange that with others for things they produce. Okay, so the statement trade can make everyone better off shouldn't be hard to understand if you think about it for a moment. If two parties, right, if two parties enter into an exchange, they would only do so voluntarily, and they would not do it if they were worse off. Okay, so the same principles can be applied to a national, when we're thinking about trade between states, for instance, or an international level. International trade allows countries to sell their goods abroad and get a higher price, and to buy things from abroad more cheaply than they could produce at home. So trade does give a country's consumers greater access or a greater variety of goods, and goods that they may not be able to produce at all. So in the US, you can think about this as us enjoying a variety of fresh produce year round, and that wouldn't be possible without international trade.